Yes, it looks great. And look at the door. Wow. Very, very neat. So it opens up like that. I wonder how the back door looks like. See. So guys, we are standing in front of the Xiao P'ng booth in the Bangkok Motor Show, and let's take a quick look around the booth because these cars are coming to Malaysia very, very soon. We don't know the exact models that are coming, but let's take a look around the booth here in the Bangkok Motor Show and see what they have. So actually, Xiao P'ng were the ones who invented the flying car, and this is the actual model of the flying car that they have. Is like a car body or a cockpit with 4 propellers, or actually there's a double propeller, one at the bottom, one at the top here. That's 2 of them, and that makes it 4 propellers plus another 4 at the back of the car, and you have 8 propellers. And basically, guys, this is a huge drone, right? Yeah, so very clever. So the batteries must be inside there to give it the power, and there must be some batteries in the front too, and it will seat 2 people, and with the gull-wing doors. And this material is of course very, very lightweight, probably composite or carbon fiber or fiber, yeah, plastic components to keep the weight down. And basically it has these 8 propellers that will lift the car up and of course make it fly forward and backward with a joystick, I think, and skid plates at the bottom. So this car is not made to drive on the road. It doesn't drive, it just flies. So I would say this is more like a plane than a car, but well, that's the concept of a flying car. It's a bit wider than a normal car. I would say this is, together with the wings, it's about maybe 4 meters wide. With the wings, maybe about 3 meters long. Of course, the cockpit here is about 2.5 meters, so it's pretty small, but the idea is fantastic, and they were the ones who came out with the concept of this flying car. So that means they are ahead of a lot of people in terms of technology. This is the G6, which is looks like a C or D segment. Yeah, it looks more like a D segment sedan kind of coupe thing, and it is electric, I think. So just as a indication, you can look at the tire size. These are 20-inch wheels, so this is actually quite a big car. And of course, these are left-hand drive, yeah. So looking at it from the side to give you a view of what it looks like, I think it looks kind of good. A bit of a hatch-like configuration with a very high waistline, and so this car is actually quite tall. Look at it, yeah. It's, I don't know if it's a SUV or a car, but well, you know how it is. Even the Tesla Model Y looks like a car, but it's said to be a SUV. So it all depends on how they classify it. So again, in the tradition of electric cars, you have a panoramic glass roof. Of course, this one has some driving levers for you to drive the car. And also, I think that looks like a instrument panel in front of the steering wheel. Otherwise, the car looks pretty nice. So electrical seats for passenger also, and that's the front. Looks pretty good. Down here you have cubby holes, and looks like 2 chargers for the phones, and door panels very simple, and electric controls for the windows. Oh, very, very silent and smooth. And the dashboard itself looks pretty nice, soft touch, and very, very classy and luxurious. Simplicity, but looks good. And the back looks pretty big. Yes, this will sit 3 people at the back very well. Looks pretty nice. Okay, so this is electric, and this looks like a AC charger, not a DC. Let's see. Okay, that's the electric boot opening. And yes, it looks a bit more like a SUV than it does a sedan. And there is actually a very huge boot. You can put at least 3 or 4 golf bags in here, no problem. So you can see the high line here in the boot area gives it a lot of boot space. And of course, the rear seats also fold down. Yep. And so you can actually go to IKEA and do your shopping. So at the back, you got a power outlet. You want to go camping. And wow, this one looks so continental. Yes, very familiar. Okay, there is no spare tire, of course. And that's just a little cubby hole for you to keep your gold bars. And this is the rear speaker, must be the woofer. Everything looks pretty good. Let's move on. Okay, so this is the gray color G6. This is also another G6. So we will just miss this one and let's move to the next one. And this is also another G6, but I don't know if there's any difference. Looks the same. Yes, it looks the same. So they have 3 different colors. Let's look at it from here. Do they look the same? Look at this one, orange, white, and the gray. Yes, I think they look the same. Let's move on. And we have next over here, we have the G9. Okay, so guys, remember this emblem, yeah? This is the X or the Xiao P'ng, and that's the emblem of the brand, which is the Xiao P'ng up there, right? And this is the G9. Okay, so G6 and G9. So is G9 bigger than G6? Looks about the same size, right guys? So this is the 3/4 front view of the G9, which is the SUV version of the Xiao P'ng. And again, that's to give you an idea of the size. We look at the tires again, and these are 21-inch tires. So this is a very, very big car. And let's see. At the front here, there's some people inside. Okay, wow, this is really luxurious with this burgundy or orange kind of leather seating at the back, and this is really, really luxurious. Yep, I just came off a Bentley Bentayga back in Malaysia, and this one looks just as good. Okay, this is the boot area, and it is big, and it shares a lot of things with the G series, but this one has got seat. What is this? This one drops the seat. Let's see. Yes, it drops the other seat. So these 2 buttons will drop the seats. I wonder if you will get them back up. No, it doesn't. So you got to bring them up yourself. And so you can still go and do your shopping here. And as usual, at the bottom here, there's just a little cubby hole. And here you go. And this is the, yes, this is the electric release for the boot. And this is what it looks like from the back. So pretty nice and neat, and looks pretty good. Here we are, and we put back the rear seat. Oh, it reclines, not bad. So this is what the back looks like from this side. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the driver's seat. Of course, this is left-hand drive, and again you get a steering wheel. So the Xiao P'ng cars have the same type of nomenclature here. You have this your headlight switch, and also your wipers, and that is your driving lever, R, you know, reverse, neutral, and drive. And of course, this is the driver's instrument panel, which is also a small screen. So over there you get this double screen that is on one flat base, and this looks like the charger. So the nomenclature of the Xiao P'ngs are very similar. It's just the size that is different. Okay, so inside there is a panoramic glass roof. It's a huge glass roof, and this is what the dashboard looks like from the rear seat. So that's the driver's side, a small little screen for the driver, and the two screens on the passenger side. All right, guys, this is the Xiao P'ng P7i. It is a sedan and it's very low slung. Yes, it looks like it's electric and it looks pretty nice. Look at the DRLs, man. All the way across the bonnet, and of course the headlights are at the bottom there. So the doors open upwards like that. Pretty neat. Somebody else doing that inside the car, so I get a free show of it. So this car looks pretty big, yeah. So this one looks like it's a D segment sedan, and it looks a bit of a coupe shape. Okay, just to get an idea of the size of the car, we look at the tires again. So looks like Xiao P'ng uses Michelin PS4 a lot, and this tire size is 19-inch. Yes, 19-inch, and inside there it looks, yes, this double wishbone in the front, and at the back again another huge also ventilated disc, and looks like a multi-link suspension at the back. So this type of suspension is very similar to what is used in the Tesla, the Seal, and all these big electric sedans. So guys, this one looks like it is bigger than the Seal and also the Tesla, and look at that. The boot is remotely opened from inside the car and can be closed, and the door opens upwards. Pretty nice. Okay, this is what the P7i looks like from the back end, and it looks pretty good. Very nice. So this is the performance model, so I would expect it will have dual motor. We don't have the specs at the moment, but from the looks of the car, it looks pretty good. Okay, this is what the inside looks like. Again, you have the screen, very common nomenclature, instrument panel, then the drive lever on the right hand side, and the lights and the signals on the left, and this is the central screen, and the seats are electrical and it's two-tone. These are the back seats. So the front seats are pushed very far back, but it looks like there's still plenty of room. So this is a 4 or 5 seater, and it is low slung and sporty sedan coupe type. So guys, this is the Xiao P'ng P7i coupe version, D segment sedan.